guys, welcome back to another video. Once again, I'm going to be reading my Instagram DMs. Here we go. Wish I had known about MK before I watched one of her shows. Everything seems so normal and hopefully I don't get scammed, but I'll absolutely update you if I do and will never buy from her again. After watching the past few videos you posted about them, I feel like an idiot. I'm 100% not a snake supporter either. Hate them all. I've been warning friends about her since she came to the Disney side. I basically had to stop selling when Nicole hit the Disney scene, and everyone who was a small Disney business seller shows just tanked. My friend's show used to have like 40 to 50 people, and then Nicole came and her show would be on for like 10 hours and have 500 people in it. And if you had a show on, you'd have like 10 people in it, if that. Also, I'm DMing you because of Amy Dibbs. She is a drunken, evil mess. She said because my show notes didn't state that items were either new with tags or new without tags, that because she's a reseller, she cannot accept anything not with tags, which my show was very small. It was brand new. I was learning. She got very weird in the chat. Everyone messaged me after and was asking if I was okay. And I offered other prizes with tags in place of what she actually won in the mystery game. She was also pissed I was reselling a bag that I had won in her show. What? No. That's shit. You can do whatever the fuck you want with the bag. You won it. She's pissed because she gave it away instead of selling it? What? Totally get it. I messed up not including in my show notes that it didn't say new with tags or new without tags, and apologized and offered her other items of the same value with tags. She decided to request a refund for 8 of her items. I only sold 25 whole shows, so it tanked my profit. I was really blown away. I have emails and proof of all the drama. Okay, wait, so she bought stuff. Hold on. Then because it wasn't new with tags or new without tags, she didn't want it anymore? And that's your fault for not saying that it was thrifted stuff? Is that what I'm understanding? I think it's fucked up of Amy to assume that stuff would be new with tags or new without tags. Amy Dibbs likes Nicole State, so that says everything about her right there. So this person says, hey, I just watched your video on carpiediem and have had a personal experience with her. So I've never purchased from her, thank God. I did get lucky enough to be scrolling through shows one morning and I won a giveaway for a pair of AirPods on her show. I gave it a month and it just kept saying shipping label printed but not given to post office. After a month, I messaged her directly and asked where they were because I planned to give them to my niece for her birthday since we couldn't afford them otherwise. Usually I wouldn't care if I didn't receive a giveaway because it's free and I didn't pay for it, but in this case it was important to me. She took 2 days to get back to me and spewed something about issues with USPS and all this bullshit. I will attach the convo after my story. The shipping kept saying that the label was printed, but it was not dropped off. After 2 more weeks, I filed a report with Whatnot and never got an answer. So carpiediem, I don't know her first name. She reached out to me in my DMs, which first off, I got to give her props for that because there's only been, like, I can literally count on one hand the amount of people that I have talked about in a video that have actually reached out to me in a like nice, respectful way, trying to tell their side of the story. And she was one of them. So I got to give her props for that for sure. So yeah, I'm not going to read her messages. I mean, I can if I have to. She said that there's a bunch of false shit being said about her, like on Reddit and stuff. Specifically naming one person, which I don't know if I'm going to say this person's name exactly. I mean, I will if I have to. She said, funny thing, no one on Reddit can provide proof of anything, just talking out their asses. So in my previous video that I made talking about her, I said no one had sent me proof of them like not receiving anything, but somebody sent me a bunch of screenshots from reviews of people not receiving stuff, and I guess I can just read those right now. Okay, so this review was 1 star. It says, a giveaway was sent in a regular envelope and still took 39 days to receive in the mail. Wow. carpiediem replied back and said, of course, giveaway was in regular envelope. They come first class mail. We state allowed 2 weeks for delivery. However, there have been hurricanes affecting all of USPS. I'm so sorry that USPS took longer to deliver your free givey. What I got from this review was this person was saying, hey, you know, this was just sent in a regular envelope and it still took a long time as opposed to it being like a package. I don't think they were complaining that it was sent in an envelope. I don't think they were like, oh, it should have been in like a poly mailer or a box or something. I think they were just saying it was a regular envelope and it still took a long time to receive. Blaming the hurricanes, I mean, yeah, you know, there weren't hurricanes for a whole month. Mail wasn't delayed for a whole month. 39 days, that's a long time. So I mean, I would be, even though it was free, they didn't pay for it, you know, they can still be upset that shipping took a long time. Like, that's one thing that really fucking pisses me off about sellers on Whatnot is like, oh, well, it was free. It can take 5 years to get to you. Like, it was free. It was free. It's okay if it came damaged. It was free. It was free. Like, be thankful. It's like, no, like, people won something, they're excited that they won it. They can still be upset that, you know, something broke in the mail or you didn't send them the right giveaway or it took a long time. I just hate that mentality of whatnot sellers like, well, I can send you dog shit and you should be happy because it was free, okay? Like, just shut the fuck up. This review is 2.5 stars. It says packing slip showed was to be 3 items, only 2 in bag. Notified seller, was promised a message back the next day. Have had to reach out yet 2 more times. Still no resolution after original contact. Disappointed. And Carpi replied back and said, have patience. If you were missing an item, that is an easy fix. Okay, if it's an easy fix, why hasn't it been fixed yet? You know. On 1.2 stars, contacted seller to let her know about 3 unsealed food items that packages that was unsealed and scattered inbox and 1 missing. Have been her customer since the beginning here and she didn't seem to care about shipping food items correctly and about missing item. Carpiediem turns around and pulls a Nicole State move and says, oh, it's the post office's fault. She said, unfortunately, I apologize that USPS mishandled your package. Offers you a solution and you so rudely dismissed. So, I mean, this person's saying that there were 3 unsealed food items. So how is that the post office's fault? You know, if the bag of food or gummies, whatever the fuck it was, if that wasn't sealed in the first place, how is that the post office's fault? This is why replying to reviews isn't always a good thing. This review is 1 star. It said, never received Givey, contacted seller with no resolution. Also was gifted an item on 9/21, but never received that item either. Never received any confirmation, shipping notice, etc. Contacted seller about this issue as well, but again, with no resolution. Very disappointed. Carpi didn't reply back to that one. This one, it looks like 2 different reviews, but it's the same person. So they must have bought 2 different things. Why can you leave 2 different reviews? It has to be 2 separate purchases, right? But sometimes Whatnot only allows you to leave 1 review if you have multiple purchases. It's fucking weird. Whatnot is just so fucked up. I hate to leave a bad review for a Givey. Believe me, I'm grateful for whatever I receive. So if I'd gotten anything, I would not be writing this. Was excited to tell my wife I won her a Starbucks gift card, but been over 3 weeks and same as reviewer before me, did not receive anything. And tracking info is not available. So I get it. Problems with mail happens, but when it's the same seller over and over again, then it may be more than just a USPS issue. Oh, also won another giveaway 2 days later. Never received that one either. Yeah. Mistakes happen. Mistakes absolutely happen. You know, I have made mistakes in my reselling career. I have sent people the wrong things. I've switched orders. You know, it's happened a few times. It's not a pattern though. That's when you need to raise an eyebrow, when it becomes a pattern, when shit is consistent. And people are consistently winning things from a seller but not receiving stuff, not just like once in a blue moon type stuff. Because yes, shit does happen. It's when it's a pattern, that's when you got to be like, what the fuck? I'm sorry, but I just got to add this. Been in contact with the seller today. Apologized for not getting back to me sooner. Said was just getting back into things. Then an hour later stated to me that she called the postmaster today and both my Giveys showed as delivered. Same thing she's told other people on here. My only issue is the date. Today is Indigenous Peoples Day, formerly Columbus Day, a federal holiday. Sorry, but the post office is closed. So what you said was a flat out lie. Oh shit. Oh shit. And Carpi replied back and said, according to tracking and confirmed delivery, your free items were in fact delivered. So she said she called the postmaster today. All right. Yeah. Yeah. I did talk about the sponsored giveaways, which we'll talk about sponsored giveaways and shout outs and shit in a minute. But she was doing like, what was it? $20 Target gift card for $40. And I'm like, who the fuck? Like, what? That's fucking meh. And she said, I can tell you about my sponsored giveaways are the rates because my rewards got my buyers are awesome, but it does hurt me. Like sponsoring a $100 gift card, I pay $5.95 on top to get plus commission cost. And if they use a reward, it actually goes below $100. I'd be happy to share the breakdowns. I don't make money off those. Not like some sellers charging double. So yeah, there's more. But okay, let's just talk about sponsored giveaways and shout outs and stuff. Don't do them. Don't do them unless you like wasting money because there's no guaranteed return on investment and they're just fucking stupid. They are fucking stupid. So I actually went into her show this morning and people did like Starbucks gift card giveaways to get a shout out. So basically she ran a giveaway and like kind of bullied the chat for like 5 minutes, however long the giveaway was. Yeah, kind of like bullied the chat into following someone. Like, hey, you guys got to do the work. You got to do the work. Follow them. You got to do the work. She kept saying, you got to do the work. You got to do the work. And it was just awkward. People were paying, I think it was like $15 Starbucks gift cards, but then other people were sponsoring like Loungefly bags, which was like $75. All you're getting is someone following you. And follower count, if you don't know, if you're new to social media, if you know nothing about social media, if you think you know something about it, but you think follower count matters, you're wrong. Follower count doesn't mean shit anywhere. It doesn't mean shit on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube, on fucking whatnot. It doesn't mean shit. Just because someone is following you does not mean that they are going to come into your shows and support you, talk to you, buy stuff from you. It just means that they're following you. It just means that they clicked the follow button. That's it. So the fact that people are paying for that blows my mind. And I feel like it's definitely partly the seller's fault. They're alluding that, you know, you're not going to succeed unless you get more followers. Follower count doesn't mean anything. Let me show you guys a little example. So all the time I get people being like, Vanessa, you bought YouTube subscribers because you don't get a lot of views for your videos. It's like, you clearly don't know how YouTube works, how the algorithm works. And I always say this, like, think about, like, what do you have to buy a subscription to? Like a satellite radio subscription. Think about that. Do you listen to every single fucking channel that's on your satellite radio subscription? You probably don't. Just like how everyone that is subscribed to me is not going to watch all of my videos. Does that make sense? I'm just going to talk about Marco because he popped up as one of the first videos on my subscriptions. So Marco is, he's a very talented YouTuber. He, you know, designs like sneakers for people. He paints people's cars and stuff. Like, he's just a really, really, really good artist. So he has 7.03 million subscribers. Okay. His average video count, let's see, average view video count. We have, well, that one was just 2 days ago, so let's not use that. So 2 months ago, 2.7 million. Another one is 4.9 million, 1.6 million, 2.2 million, 3.1 million, but he has 7 million followers. Another example, iJustine. Do you guys know who that is? I have been watching her since she actually, my first YouTube video that I ever made, which I really wish I could find it. I know it's on an old computer of mine. I really hope that I can find that one day. My first video that I ever made on YouTube was a parody video about her because she had made a 300-page iPhone bill video. She had gotten her first iPhone bill in a box, and the same thing happened to me. Mine was like 400 pages or something. It was longer than hers, and I made a parody video about that, and it got like 5,000 views, which was insane at the time because this was back in 2006, okay? 2006 YouTube, some of you guys probably weren't even born then. She has 7.1 million subscribers, and her recent videos, so this one was 4 days ago, 175,000 views, 15,000 views, 56,000 views, 68,000 views, 145,000 views, 36,000 views, 101,000 views. She's getting in the hundreds of thousands of views, not even getting a million views, and she has 7.1 million subscribers. So you need to understand that's the way YouTube works. Not everyone that is subscribed to your YouTube channel is going to watch all of your videos. Just like not everyone that is following you on Instagram is going to like every one of your posts. It's just the way it is. Like, I feel like it's common sense, but a lot of people are so caught up with, oh, she has so many followers, but like she doesn't have people, commenting on her videos. Like, yeah, the engagement's low. Follower count means nothing on Whatnot, on your reselling apps. Follower count means nothing. So stop paying for that. Unless you like wasting money, because that is what you're doing. It's funny, one of the ones that carpiediem was talking about in her messages, she was a Nicole State hater, and then she literally sold her soul to the devil Nicole State herself. She paid like $100 for a shout out because she wanted to reach a certain amount of followers. I'm like, that's fucking sad. Like, that's just sad. There's just no other way to describe it. It's just sad that people are so caught up with numbers and thinking that, I don't know. It's like people just don't fucking know. I feel like I need to spread the word and tell you guys, stop wasting your money on shout outs. I feel like bigger resellers know that, and it's the smaller ones that don't know that. So when I see a bigger reseller literally taking advantage of people, because that's literally what they're doing, by making people pay to shout them out, I just get the ick. I'm like, And it's always the ones that preach like, oh, community, we're such a great community. You guys are so great. We have such a great community. If you cared so much about community, you would shout people out for free. The money wouldn't matter to you. Let's be fucking real. You care about the money first, then community. You can throw community in there because it makes it look a little better because you're taking someone's money, and then be like, oh yeah, it's about community. Yeah. I don't care if I'm charging you double for a fucking gift card, what it's worth. It's about community. No, come on. Open your eyes, people. All right, and I've rambled on long enough, so I'm gonna end this video now. If there's anything going on that you guys want me to talk about, which I know there is a lot of stuff going on and I'm behind on my Instagram DMs, but feel free to send me a DM on Instagram, or you can email me. Yes, I will keep you anonymous. As always, comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.